He's great.
Britain's pre-war resistance to modernism has been greatly exaggerated by both its supporters and its detractors. The supporters find in its supposed rarity a reason to castigate the country for its architectural backwardness, social conservatism, and cultural timidity. The detractors dissemble what is essentially an aesthetic antipathy. They don't like the look of it, so they huff and they puff and they clamber up to what they consider to be the moral high ground in order to claim that it was socially disastrous, that it was imposed on unwilling council tenants, which it wasn't, that it was foreign, which, as we shall see, is moot, that it was totalitarian, which in a way it was. Modernism is, anyway, merely a convenient, if lazy, shorthand. There were numerous strains of modernism, modern isms. That plurality is abundantly evident in Essex. Thomas Bata was the scion of a family of Moravian cobblers. He brought American industrial methods to shoe manufacture. He believed that humankind should be well shod, cheaply. He believed that his workers should be well housed, cheaply. The company he founded, Zlín, in what is now the Czech Republic, expanded internationally. He was a utopian, a paternalistic utopian who believed that in order to make the world a better place, you must first make money. No point in setting up as a secular saint unless you're stinking rich. If utopia is to be sustainable, it must be founded in capital. Otherwise it descends into the slavery called communism. Bata globalized the 19th century industrial village, dressing it in the modernist garb of the 1920s and 30s. What was called international modernism wasn't truly international. It differed according to nation. International in this context was code, a pejorative synonym for Jewish. The Bata factory, the Bata hotel, the Bata hostel, the Bata cinema, the Bata clinic, the Bata community centre, the Bata workers' houses, which were indeed designed by Czech architects, František Gaura and Vladimir Karpik. Nothing looked remotely English. The building's proportions, the axial planning, the rows of poplars, the cherry trees, they add up to a site that is almost exotic. Further, there was something cultish about Bata. It was isolated, autonomous. Workers were sent on pilgrimages to Zlín as though it were Mecca, or Santiago de Compostela, or Benares. At home, they were expected to join in. Sports competitions, gardening competitions, Moravian folk dancing, Moravian folk singing. One man's heaven on earth is another's collective hell. In the 1980s, the Bata Company elected to cease manufacture here in favour of Asian countries where labour costs were minimal. Not so paternalistic after all. It was a miniature single industry town, and a single industry is a precarious foundation.